Okay, we'll start at 606 now. Okay. Good evening to one and all. On behalf of the organizing units, AC in Chennai, IEEE Computer Society Madras, and CSI Chennai, I extend a warm welcome to our today's speaker, Dr. V. Murali Bhaskaran, members of the organizing units, and my colleagues in them, and the participants who have joined the webinar through Google Meet meeting link, as well as watching through the YouTube streaming. Design thinking, a fundamental concept in products and services design, became popular through the Apple product and the School of Design Thinking started at Stanford University. In India, we adopted it quickly and started using it in our products and services design. Today, as you know, innovation is in everyone's business. Whether you are a manager in a global corporation or an entrepreneur starting up or working in a government or a teacher, everyone is expected to get lean to do better with less. This necessitates adoption of design thinking. At every level, in all kinds of organization, design thinking provides the tools one needs to become an innovative thinker and uncover creative opportunities which are not transparently seen. In today's session, the speaker will share an overview of design thinking and work with a model containing key questions and several tools that help you understand design thinking as a problem-solving approach. Coming to the speaker, Dr. V. Murali Bhaskaran is currently the Dean Academics and Professor in Computer Science and Engineering at Rajalakshmi Engineering College, Chennai. He has over 30 years of experience in technical education and has served as head of few engineering colleges earlier to his current position. Dr. Murali Bhaskaran is an alumnus of Bharatdasan University, Bharatiyar University, and BITS Pilani. He holds a PhD in network security from Bharatiyar University. Dr. Murali Bhaskaran has guided around 20 research scholars and published more than 50 articles in various peer-reviewed journals and conferences. He has been recognized and awarded as Best Teacher, Best Engineer, and Best Research Guide. His professional affiliations include Life Member of CSI, ISTE, ACS, CEGR, and Fellow of Institution of Engineers. He currently serves as the Treasurer of the CSI Chennai for the term 2023 to 25. With this brief intro to the subject of today's webinar and the speaker, may I request Dr. Murali Bhaskaran to take over and enlighten us on how design thinking is applied in innovation. Over to Dr. Murali Bhaskaran.
Thank you very much, sir. Shall I share my screen? Yeah. Is my screen visible, sir?
Screen it is in the edit mode, sir.
Edit mode.
So show போடுங்க சார் வேற ஒண்ணும் இல்ல show PowerPoint போடுங்க
Slide show.
ம்
Is it okay now?
இல்ல
No,
இல்ல
not it.
Hello, Dr. Murali.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you there? Yeah, it's not it coming.
1 minute, 1 minute.
Sharing mode learned you have gone out.
Now,
Yeah, now it's coming. Only just show slides போடுங்க. கீழ இருக்கு பாருங்க. Bottom modeல இருக்கு பாருங்க.
yeah. Is it okay?
Not it.
What is this?
உங்களுக்கு வருதா இல்லையா?
எனக்கு வருது.
இங்க வரல. இல்லனா நீங்க PDF கன்வர்ட் பண்ணி போட்டுருங்க. எடிட் மோட்ல தான் வருது. அந்த இத வந்து கொஞ்சம் ஸ்கிரீனை இழுத்து விடுங்க இல்லனா.
ஸ்கிரீனை கொஞ்சம் க்ளோஸ் பண்ணிடுங்க. லெஃப்ட் ஸ்கிரீன் இருக்கு இல்லையா?
அந்த இந்த இத வந்து சைடு இத வந்து க்ளோஸ் பண்ணிரலாம். இல்லனா இழுத்து விட்டுருங்க அது ஃபுல்லா. ஏன் வரல இது ஷோ வரலன்னு தெரியல எனக்கு.
Problem irukadhu.
Ma'am, for presentation use shortcut key F5, ma'am.
F5. Better to press F5, sir.
Okay, F5. That's all.
F5.
Now it's coming.
Now,
Sir, share full screen, sir.
Sir, at the corner side there is a one.
Open. Sir, open. Full screen mode la பண்ணிடுங்க.
அப்படிதான் பண்ணிருக்கேன் மேம். தெரியலங்க.
க்ளோஸ் பண்ணிட்டு திரும்ப full screen la பண்ணிடுங்க.
1 minute.
Present now window slide show, sir.
Confirm
Present
entire
now the
screen.
window.
Share entire screen. Share entire.
Yeah, wait.
Then F5. Now it is coming. F5. Press F5, sir.
Yes, sir.
It's
Okay,
coming.
thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Sorry for the inconvenience. Thank you, sir, Mohan sir, for a very nice introduction. Today I am very happy to share the concepts of design thinking for innovations. My presentation goes like this. So the types of industries and product life cycle and innovative products, design thinking concepts and types of design thinking approach, and 5 stages of design thinking. So types of industries, we all know that we have 2 types of industries. One is for developing a products, that's called manufacturing industries. Another one is to give service to the people. Okay. So for all these, whether either you want to manufacture a product or you want to give service, one common thing is for both the manufacturing sectors and service sector is, any guess?
Customers.
Yeah, now customers, it's a process. Both manufacturing industries and servicing industries, to complete the task, we need to have process. So that is called steps to manufacturing a products, steps to rendering the service. So this is very important. So our design thinking in all this, either it is a product or it is a service or it is a process, all this, how design thinking is involved to give better service to the people. And we all know that what do you mean by product? The products are 2 types. Either we can use or we can consume. The eatable items are consumable, and the products can be used. That is called usable products. So service means we know that the different sectors, service sectors are there: education, healthcare, transport. All this comes into medical. All will come in the service sectors. So in the service sector, only the end of the service, we can feel it, happiness. The service is good. They delivered the goods in a correct time. So all these, whether the product, when you use the product, we may feel good, we may feel bad. So all things are there in the product. So for both these 2 things, the common is process. The process is to series of steps to complete the task, whether it is a product or it is a service. So types of products I already mentioned. One is called consumer products. Okay, another one is called industry products. The industry products directly cannot be used. That may be a used for completing the another product. Okay, suppose if you take gearbox, the gearbox cannot be used directly. That can be used in vehicle, two-wheelers, four-wheelers to complete the automobile industries. And we know that in around us, many industries are there. Okay, oil and gas industry, consumer goods, healthcare, all type of industries, they are manufacturing some products. So for whom they are manufacturing? For us only, for people who are surround us, okay, in the world, whoever is the world, they are going to use. The product development life cycle. When you want to develop a product, there are many steps to complete. Okay, so suppose for whom we are to developing what they want, that is called idea generation, and then that has to be screened, which one we can select or which one we can choose to develop the product, that idea screening. After that, concept can be developed. So this is the way we can develop, and we can find out the marketing. Suppose we can, when you develop, we can, what type of market. Suppose initially the Ola two-wheeler, that is the electric bike, when they want to start, they have idea and they screen it, and whether they have got the market survey, whether they can achieve it or not. So like that, the market survey is there, and then they design, and then they develop, they tested, the prototype model is tested, and finally they launch the commercial vehicles to the industries, to the world. So this is called PDLC, that is called Product Development Life Cycle. So it consists of all these stages. Similarly, software development, SDLC, software development life cycles. So normally, when somebody wants software, they will approach the software company. I have problem, please solve this problem, or develop the software for give solution for this. So like that, once they give the idea, when we will form in software company, this is called SRS, that is called software requirement specifications. So based on that, they will requirements, after completing the requirements, design is there, and then your development, that is a coding happen, and testing, people the test, and then in deployment and maintenance is very important. In software industries, there are two parts. One is called deploying the software, another one is called maintenance of software. Normally it's called 60-40% variations. So 60% for deployment cost and 40% for maintenance costs for 1 year or 2 years or 3 years. That depends on that they will use. And recently or currently we are using the many software development methodologies are there, waterfalls model and spiral model. The current technology is the agile technology. The agile technology is a very interesting one. And every day we have some meeting with the team members, whether they are aligned with the project life time, what they are doing, whether it is acceptable or not. So there is a scrum master in the like project leader. The scrum master will control all the team members and whether they are aligned with the product development, what is it called, chart. Okay, that is called agile technology. This methodology is adopting in all software industries. And there are two types of software industries. One is product companies. So they will not consider the customers. They will develop the product, and definitely we need to use their products. Okay, for example, MS Windows, it's an operating system. They develop, and after the MS Windows, it is a customer satisfaction is more, and it's a GUI, graphical user interface. So people like this Windows operating system. Because of this, many people bought the computers. And another giant in the software industry, Google Search, and iPhone is another. These are all the companies. They are manufacturing the product, and we have to use. They won't consult with the users. They will develop, and we need to use it. The products are Microsoft, Google Search, Zoho, companies, Cisco. All these companies are developing many products which we need to use it. Another one is service companies. So they will, here the problem provider is the customer. So whether the banking sector or insurance sectors or any educational sectors, even government, central government, state government, they will approach the software companies to solve their problems. So here the customer is giving the problem. So they are so the software companies, they will have some agreement and they will develop these softwares for the customers. So this is called service companies. the softwares, there are a lot of service companies available in India. TCS, Wipro, CTS, Accenture, Infosys, all are these service companies. In TCS, for example, they are providing a software called Passport Seva for central government. For any software, any passport, if you want to apply to get the passport, this is a very good tool they develop. And still, their people are TCS people will take care 60%, and 40% will be taken care of the central government to issue the passport. So what do you mean by inventions? We all know that invention is a thing that has been made or designed by somebody for the first time in the world. So anything new to the world, for example, if you say wheel, computer, mobile phone, anything you can say, that is called inventions. The action of process of making the designing something for the first time. So that is very interesting, and it's required a lot of time to understand. So they have to think, they have to focus to identify the new machines. Okay, even electric signals, magnetics, all we can take. Great modern inventions, including the electric motor, telephones, computers, everything. So if you say the top best inventions is computers, aeroplane, light bulb, photograph, telephone, all we know that whatever you see in the new, even World Wide Web, all these are called inventions. So what is innovations? Once the invention is there, how to modify this product which will be customized to the customer so that they can use, that is called innovations. From the inventions to innovations, the innovation is a practical implementation of ideas that result in the introduction of the new goods or service or improvement in the offering the good or services. The best example, when we are using some products, or when we are rendering services, when we are getting services, we may feel bad, or we may feel something is not convenient for me. That is called pain points of the users. So you have to identify the pain points of the product and then redesign that product. So thereby we will get the new product, that is called innovations. So for example, wheel is an innovation. From the wheel, we use this for different purpose, bearing and wheel for 2-wheelers, 4-wheelers, even for bulldozer or something like this. Even screw that can be designed, steels, we can design many things. Even for telephone, the earlier telephone you can see, and that has been modernized by dialing system and then button system. Now we have smartphones. So all these are innovations. Thereby technology is there. Two things are very important. The technology and the concepts, both will play to get the innovative product. So invention or innovations, the invention means new things. Suppose mobile phone, if you take, or computer you can take, that is called invention. Using the computer, using the mobile phone, if you develop a software for particular applications. Nowadays, we are using mobile for anything, just for if you want to go walk, if you ask the mobile, they will tell today you can go this round so that the oxygen will be more. Or the health monitoring systems also available in this. For health monitoring system or whatever you can ask, the mobile will do that. Everything is available. That is called innovation. The product can be used for our own useful use for service. To complete our service, we can use the product. That is called innovations. The world best example are the innovative products. We can say the Apple, but many industries are doing, because they design the computer in a different manner. I can say Microsoft is operating system, and Intel is a processor, and other companies are HP, IBM are manufacturers of the computers. The only company, they have everything with them, it is called Apple. Okay, they have hardware, they have software, everything they have. That's a complete product they are developing, that's called Apple, and thereby they are giving innovative product every year. Okay, everything, whatever you see here, it was developed by the Apple company. They are the best innovators in the world. So anything, the three things, idea is very important. For to get idea, we need some education. That's called theory, research, science, or something like we need to get. We need to, based on that, we can go for invention. So design, engineer, prototype, all these, that's called creativity, belief, creativity, and then finally the experience. Here the experience means when you use some product, we'll gain some knowledge, whether it is be useful or it is not, or you have some pain point. All these we can identify. Thereby the innovative product we can deliver. And whatever we do, products or service, what for we are doing? These are questions. Anyone can answer. Whom for we are doing and what for we develop the products? The answer is yes. Mohan sir already told it's a user or customers. So they are very important for us. They are the problem provider and solutions. Whatever you give, they are that will be useful for the users and customers. Yeah, Mahatma Gandhi also said about the customer. The customer is the most important visitor on our premises. They are not dependent on us. We are dependent on them. Suppose if you are having industries or supermarket, where whatever it may be, when the customer comes to us, we need to satisfy their needs. That is very important. So two things will happen. Either the customer will give problem or we have to identify their problem and give the solutions. Thereby the design thinking concepts is fulfilling. So what is design thinking now? So we have seen the product development life cycle and software development life cycle and process involved in this. So what is design thinking? Everybody, the buzzword is design thinking. The very simple thing is design thinking is an innovation process centered around understanding specific needs of the users. So we need to talk to the user and identify the needs. Are you living happily? Do you need anything? So suppose if, for example, if you take Chennai city, there are two rivers. One is called Kuvam, another one is called Adayar River. So people for more than 50 years or 75 years, whenever you go to the near Kuvam or Adayar, they will close their nose. So what is the problem in there? This is the problem we are using. Still, we are not identifying solutions. Even the previous government has identified bank of Adayar and rivers, 500 meters, no buildings. Okay, only STP plant, sewage treatment plant, and park. So if you do that, definitely we should not mix the drainage water directly to the river. This small we can avoid, but it's required support from the government and also public. Thereby we can definitely we can have this Kuvam and river is the best water even we can drink. So the key components of design thinking is searching and understanding the user's pain points. So users are using many products. So we have to identify whether this product is good. That is called getting feedback. So what are you facing any problem? That we need to identify. If they say something, whether we can able to provide solutions, that is the second part. So idea and solution for the problem. If they say, I want to go fast from one place to another place. If I have a helicopter, it will be very easy. Yes, that is good, but it requires a lot of things and support from the government and a lot of money. Because nowadays they are saying the helicopter ambulance are there. So for important purpose, we can use the helicopters. And after the solution is identified, we need to develop a prototype for that potential. The prototype are two types. One is a working model, another one is a non-working model. It is not actual product. Okay, it is a model. So we can identify the working principles, whether it's all these functionality will be available or not, that we can test. Once the test is over, then we can develop. So this design thinking is not a linear process. It is an iterative process. Okay, even if your prototype is there, if you found a fault on this, then again come back and then we can go start from that is identification of the problem and then re-identify the solutions like that. So it is an iterative process. It is not a linear process to come to the things. The idea is you have to identify the design, it is user needs, and then finally the products which will be useful to which will satisfy the user needs. So we know that whatever the products available in the world, it is for us only. Okay. So everyday life from morning to 10 o'clock, what are all the products we are using? Okay. Watch, brush, wallet, dress, brush, everything. Okay. In earlier days, we know that only three things is required for human beings. One is dress and shelters and food. But nowadays it's not like it is variety of products is required. So this gave us thinkers to give innovative products for the people. Some practical example we can see so that we can understand what is design thinking. Designing a cap for winter productions. Okay, we all know that what is this? Okay, this is a winter cap. Is there any drawback in this winter cap? Any answer? I hope I'm audible. Hello?
Yeah, yes, sir, audible.
Yeah. Is there any drawback, sir, when you use this winter cap?
Ideal for only winter, sir.
It is-
Ideal for only winter season.
Yeah, only winter season. But if you wear this for 1 hour or 2 hours, you have to remove the cap and then do something and then again.
No airflow, no airflow.
Airflow is there. Yeah, yeah. So somebody thought how to avoid this. This is a problem. So when people are wearing this, that's a problem. So what we can do this? Is there any possibility to redesign so that we can give better solution to the customers? So somebody thought that and developed the new system. This is called. We all use this. So this is the design thinking. But the people who developed this, they didn't study the design thinking concept. But this is the best example for the design thinking. Somebody they are using and they have pain points that has been removed by using the new product. This you all use those. It's a very simple one. Only you have a string in the border and it is covered by the cloth. Okay, some wool cloth. So it will be very comfortable and we have seen many people are using this. Even the cheapest price is also very less. Okay, this is the best example for design thinking. Another design thinking for we all know that we are using this ketchup in the houses. Is there any drawback in this system, in the bottle? When we pour this, we can't completely use it because it will be available in the border. Okay, so it won't come out. Okay, so what we can do? So company thought that this is a problem from the customer. I cannot use the complete ketchups. So what I have to do? This is a problem in our product. So they thought that okay, we will do the new product. So it's always top down. So due to the gravity, it will come down always. So again, here the problem. Something will be what is that? It is available. It cannot be completely used. So another way of redesigning, this is a packet, we can squeeze completely and then we can get out. So this is another example for the design thinking. Another one is laptop charger. Okay, we all use the laptop charger. This is a laptop charger we all use. Is there any drawback in this? Okay, so this pin, always when you insert in the laptop, it has to be bent. The wire has to bend, and the duration, when you bend, the duration of this will be very limited time. It will cut. Okay, so somebody thought what we can do for this. So they introduced the new system. So it's a bent type of pin, so the damage will not occur. This is design thinking. And then we all know that the shirt, you have buttons and we are wearing these buttons. It will take 5 minutes to wear all these buttons. So somebody thought that what we can do, whether we have to save the time. So Velcros. So immediately we can paste. Even zip system is also there. This concept as shown in one movie also. Can anyone recognize which movie? In 3 Idiots or Nanban, okay, the principal to save the time, they won't use button type shirt, they use Velcro type. Okay, good. And even water bottles, they have designed. Somebody use this rectangle, somebody use the grip. Some friction is required, and the bend also is required. These are all the innovative way of designing the products. And the saving razor. Okay, so the Walden type, we have razor and soap, brush and everything. To utilize this, it requires 15 minutes to do that. After utilizing, we need to remove blades and then wash it and then keep it. So somebody thought that, why I want to waste my time? Okay, can I get some new way of some product so I can easily use it? So that is nothing but the foam. Just you can press it and apply in the face and use this razor and then save. Even it is need not to remove the blades. Just you can under the tap we can clean it and then keep it. Okay, need not to remove. So this is innovative way. And vegetable peelers, many peelers are, if you use knife, it is very difficult to peel the outer layer. So if you use peelers, it is, somebody thought that we can design. And fancy lights, okay, in the houses, in the office, they use these lights. Somebody is thinking they have to design something. And design in watches. So we all know that this is the oldest model. We have to give key. Okay, manually you have to give key, and then it will run for 1 day. So every day we need to apply key. So somebody thought, why I want to apply key for this so that it will tighten. So they invented the new model is called automatic watch. So when you wear it, it automatically the spring will take tighten and it will work. So people don't worry about the giving key for running the watches. The another watches is a digital watch, so that it's a technology added in this watch. So it is a digital one. Another one is called smart watches. So these are all the design innovations. Here, the important thing is between this and this, the technology is involved in that to design new concepts. And walking sticks, we all know that we use the walking sticks for the elderly people. And there is a drawback in these walking sticks. Can anyone tell what is the drawback? Okay, so during the rainy season, if this because of the single leg, okay, there is a slippery may happens in this using this stick. So somebody thought that how to avoid this. Okay, they invented new system, 3 legs. Okay, so that there are no slippery, even the rainy season or the steep roads, we can use it. Okay, this also a design thinking. And the best example of the design thinking is Abdul Kalam. Once Abdul Kalam was interviewed by a person, sir, you are involved in manufacturing of the heavy vehicle, light vehicle for the rocket launchings and Bhaskaran bombs and all. So which one gave you the happiness? He said, I developed, I use one product, like a material for building the rockets and all. So that is nothing but carbon. Okay. So that carbon is a byproduct. Okay. The byproduct of the carbon is the leg for the polio affected children. Normally these children, they use the leg. It's a 1.5 kg. It's a steel one. Okay. It is very difficult to walk using that steel one. They manufacture this using the carbon material. Its weight is only 300 grams. So after wearing this, the polio affected children, they are very comfortable and they walk. So after seeing them, that gave me a happiness in my life. That's what he said. It's a very, very good example for the design thinking. And then toys, we know that many toys and arranging the toys in the proper way. And all these in our olden days, we have seen that all the toys are in wood. Okay, this is good for the people. But nowadays we have plastics, rubber, and our doctors are advising we should not use it because children will lick that plastics. It will affect the body. But this is designing of new. Now our famous toys, you can Tanjavur Talaya to Bombay. Okay, this is a famous one, and many toys are there. And designing the toothbrush, varieties of ways and comfortness for the suppose somebody will have the teeth, it's not in order. Okay, so it's a zigzag way. So according to that, the company will develop the brushes. And due to the technology, they develop the electronic brush. Okay, it is a chargeable, and we can use this electronic brush because I have not used this one, and somebody may use this, and definitely the advantage is there for some challenging, physically challenged persons. And then, okay, is there any innovations there in the packet? Normally, when you buy biscuits, they will do packet was there. Okay, some attractive words and attractive figure that user will ready to buy. Okay, by seeing the cover, that is a 25% extra. So this is also designing of covers. Okay, some things, but it involves company's agreement because 25% extra food product we need to add. And this is the best example for the design thinking. Okay, so normally the CT scan is used to scan the entire body. This is this machine is used for all age people. Okay, from children to old age people. So for all other people, it's very doesn't matter. For children, it is very difficult because they won't lie down, they won't support, and this is the problem faced by the one hospital. And they have given this problem to the Stanford universities. Okay, so we have problem. Children are not supporting. They are not lie down in the CTS mission. Can you do something, or can you give some solution so that they will support for us to take the CT scan? So they form the team, they brainstorm it, what we can do so that the children will be attracted, and so that they can use this machine. So what they did is, this is the way they did it. You see this, it is not like a CT scan center. It's something like playroom. Okay, so people after entering to the room, they won't scared. Okay, so they will children will come and support for us, and it is very good example for the design thinking. Another way of things, it's another way of designing. Okay, so this is the best example. The top 10 design thinking example, this is also one. It was designed by Stanford University. And then we know that we normally use bus or auto. Okay, in Chennai, auto people will not use meters. So somebody thought what we can do. So Uber and Ola, they come forward and develop the software, the existing technology, and connected with the people and connected with the cars and auto wala, so that they have that is called they interacted, the interface between the users and the customers and the auto owners or taxi owners. So they develop Ola and Uber. Okay, and then even price is reduced by using the Ola bike. Okay, in near future definitely we'll have drone. Okay, it is already there in some foreign countries. Definitely in Chennai we will get it. These are all problems identified, and they are providing the solutions. This is another example for the design thinking. So in South Africa, the premature baby keeping in the incubator is very big, because when the delivery is more, the hospital is rushed. Hospital is not having the enough space to keep their children in the hospital in the incubator. So this problem is given to one universities, and they identify this bag. Okay, so it will give you the warmness, so that we can keep this baby in the inside of this bag. So the baby will survive. Okay, so this is the best example for the children design thinking. And we know that the mobile phone, evolution of mobile phone. Okay, like a brick size of mobile phone that has been converted into small size, and it is we can use in mobile phones. Now the size is big, but applications are different. Because of the more applications, now mobile phones are different. This is called smart mobile phones, and also a smart watch with content. It will synchronize with the mobile phone, and it is connected. This is called innovation with the technology. And another best example for the design thinking is Tata Nano car. Okay, once the Ratan Tata was in Bangalore. Okay, he saw an incident. A family traveled in two-wheelers. Okay, 4 members traveled by two-wheeler scooter, and it's a rainy season. Due to the rainy season, it's skid. The vehicle is skidded and it is fall down. The family is fall down, and this incident it's affected Ratan Tata. What we can do? Why people are using this two-wheeler for 4 persons? Okay, two-wheeler meant for only 2 persons. Why 4 persons are traveling in this? But even now we can see many people are traveling using two-wheelers with 4 members. Okay, so they got an idea so that we can give one small car to the people. So they introduced the new car called Nano car. Initial price, we all know that it's a 1 lakh only. So they introduced this cost, and small family can use it. Even it is this is the most acceptable by the customers. They are exporting this one to the foreign countries also. Okay, we have seen this TVS Jupiter. Any innovative idea is there in this two-wheeler? Nowadays, rider and also people who are sitting back also, you need to wear the helmet. So very big problem how to keep these two helmets, locking system or this. So they provided the more space in the vehicle itself, so can keep their helmets in this. So this is problem that has been identified and they have given. And goods vehicles, we know that it is a very big Ashok Leyland vehicle is there. So when you want to transfer the goods from one place to another place, they use, okay, for a long distance, even a small distance. Suppose if your goods is very limited, very less, okay, if you want to move from one place to another place, or you want to unload very easily, they introduce a new method, okay. This is called unloading, is very easy, okay. So this is innovation. So they're using the technology they develop. And these two vehicles will not support for the small family or small goods we want to transfer from one place to another place. Somebody thought what we can do that, so we can develop a small mini vehicle, okay. So this cost is also reduced. They will come for 300, 400 or 500 for transferring goods from one place to another place. This is also an innovative way of designing. So another one, the transportation. Suppose when we want to transfer goods from Chennai to Mumbai, so it will take 3 days or 4 days travel, okay. So the cost is 20,000 rupees for transferring goods from Chennai to Mumbai. And while returning, they will it will come as empty, okay. So somebody thought that why can't use the return trip for sending the goods from Mumbai to middle place or Mumbai to Chennai, so that the cost will reduce. So that's called goods are booked to move from Chennai to Mumbai from truck. So after delivering, it has to come empty only. So this is somebody trapped this empty truck to move the goods from Mumbai to Chennai or middle places with 50% charge. Okay, somebody has written a paper on this, reducing empty truck problem and route optimization for enhancing the sustainable logistics transportations. And this has been published in the paper also. And currently, we have many agents are using this return trip also. And many companies are using the design thinking in their development, okay. Google, Apple, Microsoft, all these, even automobile industries, manufacturing industries, banking, everybody, they are using design thinking for their services or product. What is design thinking? Okay. So now so far you have seen the example. Now you have come to an idea what is design thinking. When you have a product, when the user is experienced on the product, is there any difficulties? Then we can redesign and then satisfy the customer. That is called design thinking. To solve the problems in a creative and innovative way in our designs, in our business, in our countries, in our lives. So for whomever it will be useful, we have to design. And methodology that designers use to brainstorm and solve the complex problems. So there are two things in our problem solving. One is you know the problem and give the solution. Another one is we don't know what is the problem. So you have to identify the problem and identify the solutions. Both nowadays, both will come to the engineers. Both the things the engineers has to do, identify the problem and give the solutions. Sometimes the problem comes to you, then you can give the solutions. Whether it is a solvable or unsolvable or required technology or required government support, that and all, it's a secondary matter. Okay, something we need to do. Like cleaning Kuvam water in Chennai. Okay, it is a very big task. It is not one man cannot give the solutions. Okay, so but they can drop some idea, thereby we can have very good water in Kuvam. So it is also a beneficial for the designers to find a innovative. So when you give solutions, should be a innovative, desirable, and never thought before that solutions for the customers and clients. So when the problem is there, if you think that problem, definitely will give solutions. We all know that There is no problem is unsolvable. Okay, you can solve problems like when you are manufacturing the lock, the key also we are manufacturing. Okay, similarly, when God is giving problem for us, definitely there will be a solution. Only thing we need to tap it, we need to focus it. Definitely we can achieve that one. Definitions, another way, the design should achieve the purpose and business goals, not just beauty. Okay, so when the product is beauty, nobody will like it. It has to solve the problems. Okay, beauty comes next. The product functionality is very important. Okay, that's what the Tim Brown said. Okay, it is a human-centered approach to innovation that draws from the designer's toolkit to integrate the needs of the people, the possibilities of technology, and the requirements for the business success. So we need to identify the people needs and what are all the technology available, and thereby business will be success. All these will come for the design thinking. So so that human people are giving the how we can identify the problem. One day we cannot sit in the home. I will identify the problem. I will identify the problem. I will identify the problem. It is very difficult. Okay, you live. You take your journey as if, and one spark will come. That you keep that spark and identify the solution and develop the product. Okay, so if you are sit and think about that, definitely we can get the solutions. But identify the problem two ways: by seeing while traveling in the train, while traveling in the bus, while traveling in the aeroplane, while purchasing something, while riding the bike, cycle. We'll see many people are nearby us and what they are facing. So thereby we can identify the problem. For that problem, we need to give the solution. So think of a person in their everyday life and all of their interactions with the variety of products. So the everyday they are interact with the variety of products and services throughout their day. So if these services and products, is there any difficulties there, or is there any pain points is there, then we can give solution for that. So Fortune 500 companies are using the design thinking approach. So we know that many companies in India also, Zogo, Infosys, TCS, Tata, everybody they are using, even Hyundai. Because one, we can say 10 years or 20 years back, what we are seeing vehicle, suppose you take watch, mobile phone or car, anything. And if you see now the product, definitely there is a variety, the various level of changes is there in this vehicle. Okay. So nowadays car and all, it's a fully what is called automated one. Okay. So everything will be controlled by software or hardware computer. Chip will take care about things. Okay. So that type of. So down the line 20 years, what type of products we are going to get, it's unimaginable. But anyway, we are only give to the society. Okay. They have demonstrated the essential value of the design thinking and drives business growth. Job opportunities for the design thinking. There are plenty of opportunities designing company logos, though it is a very small, low-level jobs, but it is required some kind of knowledge or some kind of innovations. Designing of icons and designing of the user interface, mobile apps, and then designing of personas. I will tell you about personas is a character. Designing of emojis. So most of the chatting people, we know that what is the emojis in the WhatsApp. So the company logos, we have seen varieties of logos. Some logos will attract, and by seeing the logo, we can tell what it names. Okay, it's required some kind of things. Okay, Tata also changed the logo 10 years back, I think so. So every time, Mahindra recently they changed butterfly way of designing the logo. So it's required some kind of knowledge or some kind of innovative thoughts and icons. So whatever software and whatever tool used in mobile phone, instead of giving names, they will give pictures. So it is required a lot of concentration and correct symbol so that they can identify. And designing of user interface, that is very important. So when you develop a software, when you open this software, so it should be a informative one and easily to update the values. Okay, we are every day we are using login and give some values, suppose paying some money all these we are doing online. So your user interface should be very much useful for the user. So in such a way that we need to design. So this is also required. This is called user experience or user UI and UX. And designing of mobile apps. So when you open an app, first page is how it looks like. What is the next navigation until we reach our requirement. Till then, whether all these apps screens are attractive one, informative one. That is very important. And designing personas. Okay, these are all some characters. Suppose if you are interacting with the users, so this is the one person is a teacher, one person is a actors, one person is a professor or somebody. By seeing the personas, we can identify the character of that person. So this is also required some kind of knowledge. And emojis, people who are fond of chatting with others, by giving symbol, they can convey their message. And design thinking approaches. Okay, need for design thinking. So design thinking can be applied in every industries. Okay, we cannot say this industry cannot use design thinking. All the industries, any product or a service, anything, any industries, they have to use this design thinking. Design thinking solves problems. Design thinking reinforces the innovations, because something we need to give your ideas, your problem, your solutions. Definitely there will be innovations. Design thinking strengthens the leaderships. So if you are a team leader, if you deliver a product which will be innovative one, definitely it will strengthen the leadership. Design thinking is not only the designers can do. Everybody, okay, in the people who involved in the product, from the packing section, from the vaccine section, or from the production initial stage to last packing section. Everybody in the product process or service process, they are all the designers. And the reason why the design thinking need to guide our work, okay, design thinking focus on the end users. Okay, that means whatever you product that the end user must satisfy. Design thinking leverage the collective expertise, and it is employs the empathy. All we know that the difference between sympathy and empathy. Sympathy, just you can say something, oh my God, like that. Empathy means go to near to them and help them and help them to come out from that situation. And design thinking is test and test and test, so that the right product we can get it. Design thinking is a creative value while solving the real problems. Skills, what are all the skills required? Okay, so the human and environment centered concern. Okay, so the environment should support, and human also fond of giving. I am interested on it to give. And ability to visualize, that is very important for engineers. Okay, anything without how our product looks like, okay, like that visualization is very important. What are all the functionality must be available in the product. Okay, tendency toward multifunctionality, that is very important for the design thinkers. I cannot say that, we cannot say that I want to do only this portion. Okay, you should be multifunctionality and systemic vision of all this, ability to use language as a tools to communicate problems or communicate to understand. Suppose one person is to identify the problem, went to tribal places, how the people who are living in tribal areas, what are the problems they are facing. They understood. If unable to communicate well, the other team cannot identify what they need. Okay, that is ability to use of language tools or communication is very important. Affinity for the teamwork. So we need to trust, or we need to work together as a team to find. These are all the skills for the design thinkers. Now the design thinking stages. So basically it is divided into three parts. One is called understand, explore, and materialize. So understand, it's required two things. Okay, understand is when you talk to the people, our problem, people will come to us and say the problem, I have a problem. So when you go there and then identify the problem, that's required empathy. After the identity, have talked to them and live with them, and we want to be in others' shoe. So that is called empathize. After that, we can define, okay, what is the problem? We can conceive it. Okay, this is the problem. Once the problem is there, ideate. We need to generate the brain. We need to form a brainstorming session to generate many ideas. and then we need to screen it and then identify this idea is a good one and it will solve the problem. And we need to develop the prototype. Already I said that prototype is a working model, non-working model, even a chart, a drawing, wired prototype, unwired is a drawing one, and paper prototype and interface prototype. That is, the two pieces will join and then we can work. All these we can do. So the prototype can be tested by the engineers, by the user, and confirm it, and then we can go for implementing. So this is the stages for the design thing. Now we can understand where this will be fit into the product development cycle. In all stages, the product development cycle, whether it is from idea generation to product. So this design thinking must be available. Our focus is the customer. So what is the need of the customers, that always we should remember. For example, when you suppose somebody is working in food product, say for example ITC, ITC is developing many food products. So the person who working in that company must understand that these product will be consumed by our children, our wife, our family, even me. Okay, so our product should be good. Okay, that is the very important for the employees, even the owners of that companies. Okay, so this is the fundamental stages of the design thinking and types of design thinking. So based on this fundamental, many companies develop the approaches. So IBM developed one model. It's called loop model. Okay, so again, user problem and identify and then develop and then we can delete. So this is one model in the IBM developed. Google also they developed what's called Google Sprint method. Understand, define, diverge, and decide, prototype, and validate. This is the stages of the different. And the double diamond method. So when we are in the user, so to understand their needs, okay, so that is called analyze. This is called divergent. Okay, divergent means many things will come. When convergent, that is synthesize, we need to define the problem, what they want. Okay, again we need to analyze the ideas, different types of analyze. Okay, we have many, that is called divergent, and convergent will identify the solutions. So the product, okay, one product we need to give to them. So this is the final method, and everybody using this is called Stanford Design School design thinking process. It is a 5-stage process: empathize, define, ideate, prototype, test. In empathize stage, we have interviews, shadowing, seek to understand, and not judgmental. All this is there in the stages. So you have to live with them, or you can by seeing the product and seeing the interact with the users, we can identify. So this is mainly interaction with the users. So based on this report, we can define their problem, okay, by personas, role of objectives, decisions, challenging, pain points. So they are using all these documents and define the problem. Once you define the problem, this is the problem, and generate the idea to solve the solutions or to give the solution for that. So share the ideas with the team members. All the ideas work and diverge and converge and all activities we need to come. Finally, we need to finalize. This is the idea we are going to implement. Thereby, we develop the prototypes. The prototypes are low-level prototype, medium-level prototype, high-level prototype. High-level prototype is working model. Okay, something motors and all connected. One functionality will be added, so that can be used in the prototype. It is not a real one. It is a working model. Okay, the real one it's cost 10 lakhs. If a model will cost 10,000, even if it's 10,000 doesn't matter. We have to develop it, and then we can test. So when you develop the prototype and then test, we can identify some problem. Okay, but that's what happening in Chandrayaan or thing, because we can't send our product to the moon and then test. Okay, the environment we need to create here and then we need to test it. That is called prototype or simulations. After the test, it will test. After it will give the concrete solution for us. Then we can go for implement. So now we can tell me where this design thinking will fit in the product development life cycle, software development life cycle. So this is very important things. So people who are involved in product development must have some kind of approaches in the design thinking in mind. So there are two versions. People understand the design thinking and develop the product, people doesn't know about design thinking and develop the product. Is there any difference? Because these concepts came in 20 years back, and this we are revealing in our India, it's 5 years back only. And some companies are used, Apple and all, they're using 10 years or 15 years. So this, after understanding some ideas, and if you implement it, definitely you will get some good product and innovative product in our country. And this, I recommend this book, just a case studies of the design thinking change, okay, by Tim Brown. He is the director of the that is Stanford University School. And I can conclude in this way. See the products and services used for the past 20 years back. See what we are using now. Okay. Dream the products and services will be available in the next 20 years down the line. So we are in the two areas. Either we can use the product or we can develop the product. Okay. As engineers, we need to concentrate on develop side so that we will help the users. Okay. And another quote, that is future has many names. For the weak, it is unattainable. For the fearful, it is the unknown. For the brave, it is the chance for them to develop. Thank you very much for your patient listening. Any questions? You can answer.
Thank you. Thank you for the very nice presentation and so many real-time examples so that we can understand it better. So some of the questions has been asked during the registration and also today the chat box. I'll just ask you one by one, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
First question. How do we apply design thinking in real life?
Yeah, apply means it's a process. Okay, it is not a product. It is a process. You must understand what are all the stages in the design thinking, and it has to be imbibed in the developer. Okay, who are involved in the stages. Suppose in the software company, I am a developer. Somebody is testing the product. Somebody is requirement specification stages. All must know what is the need of the users, and so if you understand this concept design thinking, definitely we can apply in all places, either it is in a product development or service or it's a process, anywhere we can apply it.
Thank
Yes,
you,
ma'am.
sir. Next question. Is there any difference between design thinking and mindset?
Yeah, mindset means sometimes, suppose if you say the problem, how to clean the Coom river. Okay. So here mindset is also there. And then what is another word you said, ma'am?
Mindset and design thinking, sir.
Design thinking. Okay. Design thinking is, forget about this, because we want to satisfy the user who are living nearby or who are living in Chennai city. Okay. Here mindset is everybody wants good river in Chennai. But the problem is they are continuously doing the wrong thing. Okay. Somebody has to come forward and do things, whether it's a government support or NGOs has to come forward to do this. So it's a lot of issues are there, then we need to that. So the design thinking always will give solutions. The mindset, if it is support for that, definitely we can achieve it. Because in London, in the city, there is a Thames River. Okay, so one day the fishes in the river is died. Okay, so immediately people in the country, okay, in the city, they thought that something happened in the water, so we need to clean it. So all the people will support, and within a month, they cleaned the water. They cleaned the water, and the fishes are living in there. So that is the mindset of the people support, because somebody has to do. I don't bother about that. If you go like that, it is very difficult. So design people who are involved in design thinking, definitely the mindset will be different. Next question.
Thank you, sir. Next question. Design thinking comes under innovation, idea sharing.
Innovation
Innovative idea sharing.
comes under innovative ideas. Yeah, definitely. because without knowing the design thinking, lot of innovations happen. So normally is ஒரு தமிழ்ல சொல்லுவாங்க, படிச்சவன் ஒரு வேலை செய்யறதுக்கும் படிக்காதவங்க ஒரு வேலை செய்யறதுக்கும் வித்தியாசம் இருக்குன்னு. So if the people who studied well understand the concept, their product will be different. Even if you are not studying, by practice they can do something better. But if you have knowledge, definitely we can do some innovative product. So design thinking will support for the innovative products.
And then the same person has asked one more question, sir.
Hello, ma'am.
Pattern comes, same person has asked one more question.
No, your voice is not clear.
Sir, is it audible, sir?
Yeah.
Pattern comes under design thinking. Is pattern comes under design thinking?
Pattern, filing the pattern. Okay. There are two way we can file our products. Okay. One is called product pattern. Another one is called design pattern. Okay. Even if you you design a cap or the bottom of the bottle. Okay. So if it is the bottle is suppose flat, there is a possibility to fell down. Okay. There will be a inside some bend is there, so that it will hold in the hold on the table. Okay. So pattern, the design pattern and the product pattern, both we can use. So definitely the design thinking will help for pattern.
So sir, the question is, design thinking can be patented.
That's what I
Design
think.
is patented. Design could be patented. Thinking, that is your process.
Yeah, process.
That's what the question asked.
Design thinking
Can be patented.
Process pattern. No process pattern.
No, that's it. So that's a bit.
Any
Product
other
design can be.
Yeah, product, even design can be. Even
Yeah,
paper
product
design also can be by the pattern.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That is possible.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. So let's
So
stop
the
this.
question, what are the skills necessary in teachers to implement design thinking in classrooms as well as online education?
The skills for teacher and skills for student. You are asking about that, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Design thinking skill is, you must understand the stages of the design thinking, all the 5 stages, whatever I shown in the previous figure. Okay. So each stage, what are the activities are there, what are all the documentation is there, that we need to understand. And then if you know this, all the activities and the immersive activities, normally you can say immersive activities, that means merge with the users. Okay. So thereby we can definitely do something differently.
Thank you, sir. So one last question. What is the role of basic sciences in design thinking?
What is the role of?
Basic sciences in design thinking.
Ma'am, we all know that science is the mother of engineering. Okay, that is it's a fundamental. Okay, so engineering is applications of the science, and here the design thinking will come to satisfy the user needs. Okay, so whether the design thinking will is there in the science or not, this is not a it is not science. It's a concept to understand. It's a process to understand what it is.
Okay, sir. Hey, participants, do you have any more questions? You can unmute yourself and ask. Participants?
வணக்கம் சார்.
Yes, ma'am.
சார், இந்த இதுதான் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் டைம் நான் அட்டெண்ட் பண்றேங்க சார் இந்த டாபிக். டிசைன் திங்கிங் இது இன்ஸ்டிடியூஷன் லெவல்ல எப்படி சார் இது ஒர்க் அவுட் பண்ணணும்? இப்போ டீச்சிங் மெத்தடாலஜி இல்ல எஜுகேஷனல் இன்ஸ்டிடியூஷன் அந்த மாதிரி இதுல இது
Yes, ma'am, you are right. So எங்க காலேஜ்ல நாங்க என்ன பண்ணோம்னா, we have one course called BTech Computer Science and Business System. It was designed by TCS. They introduced this course, design thinking, like the design thinking for innovations. So we bought the books and they conducted the workshop like this. So all these 5 stages, about these 5 stages, we need to tell to the students. So how to each stage, what are all the activities is there, and what are the document we need to provide, and how to communicate with the other teams. Suppose empathize team is there, defines team is there, idea team is there, prototype and test. All these group of people, suppose the five members are there in each team. So we need to communicate with them, and then how to communicate, and what are all the activities there, what document we need to do. So all these we need to teach to the students. Each topic in this subject, each will have some documentation, and then to understand what it is. In that way, we need to complete. So actually, engineering mechanics is there, engineering design is there. Now software development is there. So design thinking is it is over and above of engineering design and software design. Okay, it's merged with that, and then after the design thinking, our product maybe looks like different. So to teach these subjects, either we can teach as a practical subject, or it is a theory part, and then we can do. Theory part is very limited. Only you talk about the 5 stages. So it's required 20 to 25 hours to talk about this. Whereas to understand, and then if any problem, if you want to solve, then all the stages you have to involve, and then give us a product. So in our college, the concept is taught to the students, and we ask the students to identify the problem and develop the solution for that. As a team, form the team, and then they develop as a project. And recently we conducted a project competition in the design thinking, and nearly 90 projects participated, 90 teams participated in that thing.
Thank you, sir.
Am I answer the question, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir, one last question. Does all
Yes,
the
ma'am.
design things works in design pattern?
All the design?
Thinking ends in design pattern?
Design patterns, if it is different from earlier one, definitely you can go for pattern. The pattern office will decide whether it is this design is already there or not. If it is already there, they won't give pattern. If it is a new one, definitely they will give pattern. So if you say a bottle is designed by using design thinking, then we cannot pattern it. So you have to draw the diagram of the bottle, whether this bottle is different from the existing bottle, then they will give the pattern. So pattern office will search the existing patterns of the bottle, and if it is a new one, definitely they will give the design pattern. Because of the word, I involved the design thinking process in my design, they won't give pattern.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, ma'am.
Sir, very nice presentation, sir. Very a wonderful way of giving all this information, sir. But one thing I have to know about it, sir, is this, I mean, design thinking அப்படின்னு நம்ம சொல்லிட்டாலே இது வந்து பேட்டர்னுக்கான ஒரு இன்ஃபர்மேஷன் கிடையாது இல்லைங்களா சார்? எந்த ஒர்க் பண்ணாலும் இட் ஹேஸ் டு பி, நம்ம இப்ப சாஃப்ட்வேர் இன்ஜினியரிங்ல எப்படி நம்ம ப்ராசஸ் வைஸா சொல்லுவோமோ அதே மாதிரி எந்த ஒர்க்கா இருந்தாலும் யூ ஹாவ் டு திங்க் பிஃபோர் யூ டிசைன் அப்படிங்கிறது தானே சார் இது
கரெக்ட் மேம்
கான்செப்ட். அப்போ வாட் எவர் இட் மே பி a hardware or either a software, you have to think before you design, and you have to make what all the testers has to be done, how should be a prototype has to be created, எல்லாத்தையும் முன்னாடியே நம்ம யோசிக்கணும் அப்படிங்கிறது தான் இந்த டிசைன்
திங்கிங். வெரி குட். கரெக்ட்.
எஸ் எஸ். அது அப்போ டிசைன் திங்கிங், டிசைன் அப்படிங்கிறது இட் இஸ் நாட் ஒன்லி மென்ட் ஃபார் பேட்டன்டிங், இது வந்து எல்லா ஒர்க்குக்குமே யூ ஹாவ் டு திங்க் லைக் திஸ் அப்படிங்கிறது தான் நம்மளோட.
தட்ஸ் கரெக்ட். ஏன்னா நீங்க வந்து ஒரு சொல்யூஷன் கொடுக்கணும்னு நினைக்கிறீங்க, இந்த உலகத்துக்கு நான் ஒரு சொல்யூஷன் கொடுக்க போறேன் அப்படின்னு நினைச்சீங்கன்னு வச்சுக்கோங்களேன்,
Yes.
இப்ப எந்த ஏரியாவில கொடுக்கணும்ன்றத நம்ம டிசைட் பண்ணணும், யாருக்கு கொடுக்கணும்ன்றத டிசைட் பண்ணணும், அவங்க என்ன ப்ராப்ளத்துல இருக்காங்கன்றத டிசைட் பண்ணணும். இது
Yes.
மூணும் நமக்கு தெரிஞ்சாதான் நெக்ஸ்ட்
Yes.
நம்ம என்ன பண்றதுன்னு தெரியும். இப்ப எதுவுமே தெரியாத நான் வந்து ஒரு சொல்யூஷன் கொடுக்க போறேன், இந்த உலகத்துக்கு ஒரு சொல்யூஷன் கொடுக்க போறேன்னு சொன்னா we won't get it.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes.
these stages will help us to identify the problem and will help us to provide the solution to them and develop the prototype and then test it. So all these can be done by using these stages.
And no restrictions, either it is a hardware or software, nothing is
No
restricted.
restriction.
So it is just developing whatever thing we need in a particular pattern. First, you have to design, you have to emphasize, and you have to define what is the problem is there. அதுக்கப்புறம் நம்ம இந்த ஸ்டேஜஸ் நம்ம கிராஸ் பண்ணணும்.
Even இப்ப இந்த டிசைன் திங்கிங்ன்ற கான்செப்டே இல்லைன்னா கூட நமக்கு நிறைய பொருட்கள் கிடைச்சிருக்கு உலகத்துல.
Yes, sir.
இப்ப இந்த டிசைன் திங்கிங்ன்றது என்னன்னா ஒரு வடிவம் கொடுத்திருக்காங்க, அவ்வளவுதான். இப்படி போனீங்கன்னா இன்னும் கொஞ்சம் பெட்டர் ப்ராடக்ட்டை நம்ம கொடுக்கலாம் அப்படின்ற ஒரு வடிவம் தான். இது இல்லாமையும் நம்ம we develop many products, many innovations happened. Okay, so இது வந்து என்னன்னா ஒரு one way of systematic way of developing product. Okay, that is எப்படி நம்ம ப்ராடக்ட் டெவலப்மெண்ட் லைஃப் சைக்கிள் இருக்கோ, சாஃப்ட்வேர் டெவலப்மெண்ட் லைஃப் சைக்கிள் இருக்கோ, அந்த மாதிரி திங்க் பண்றதையும் இப்படி ஒரு டிசைன் இந்த கான்செப்ட் வச்சு பண்ணுங்க. உங்க டிசைன் இந்த டிசைன் திங்கிங், டிசைன்னா என்ன டிசைன் பண்ண போறோம், அது ரிலேட்டடா எப்படி திங்க் பண்ணி அதை கொண்டு வர போறோம் அப்படின்றது தான். ஸோ நீங்க இதனுடைய அவுட்கம் தான் ஒரு ப்ராடக்ட், அவுட்கம் தான் ஒரு ப்ராசஸ், அவுட்கம் மேபி எ சர்வீஸ், எப்படி வேணாலும் இருக்கலாம். ஸோ அதை தான் நம்ம பேட்டர்ன் பண்ண முடியும். இப்படி டிஃபரெண்டா தான் நம்ம பேட்டர்ன் பண்ணலாம்.
Yes, yes, sure, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Dean sir, Shankaram here, sir.
Yeah, good evening, sir. How are you?
Sir, very nice presentation, sir. 1.5 hours full-ஆவே நான் அட்டெண்ட் பண்ணேன். டைம் போனதே தெரியல சார். நல்ல எக்ஸாம்பிள்ஸ் கூட ரொம்ப சிம்பிளா சொன்னீங்க சார். வெரி நைஸ் பிரசன்டேஷன் சார். தேங்க்யூ சார்.
தேங்க்யூ, தேங்க்யூ சார். தேங்க்யூ சார்.
சார் குட் ஈவினிங் சார். செந்தில் சார்.
குட் ஈவினிங் செந்தில்.
ஓகே சார். சார் எனக்கு ஒரே ஒரு சின்ன டவுட். ஏஐ கான்செப்ட் இதை நம்ம இதில் அப்ளை பண்ண முடியுங்களா சார்? ஏஐ கான்செப்ட்டுக்கும் அந்த டிசைன் திங்கிங் அதை கொண்டு வர முடியுங்களா சார்?
ஏஐ கான்செப்ட் சொல்லுங்க. ஆர்டிஃபிஷியல் இன்டெலிஜென்ட் அதானே சொல்றீங்க?
ஆமாங்க சார்.
ஏஐ என்ன பண்ணும்
சார்? இப்ப இந்த ஏஐ வந்து இப்ப அதுவே நம்ம கொடுக்குற இன்புட்டுக்கு தகுந்த மாதிரி அதுவே ப்ராசஸ் பண்ணி அதுவே சில சஜஷன்ஸ் நிறைய அவுட்புட்ஸ் நம்ம கொடுக்கும்.
ஏஐ இஸ் a technique, okay, to solve the problem. To solve the problem. Okay, இப்போ வந்து எலக்ட்ரானிக்ஸ் ஒரு டெக்னாலஜி, processor is a technology, so like that AI is a tool. Okay, using the AI tool we can solve the problem, doesn't matter.
Okay sir. Okay, thank you sir.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you sir.
Sir, thank you for your nice question answer session, sir. Now I request Vice Chair Gomati ma'am to propose.
Shall I stop my presentation, ma'am?
Yes sir. Gomati ma'am?
Yeah.
Dr. Gomati ma'am?
Yeah, I'm there. I'm audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Thank you, Dr. Akila. Good evening, all. On behalf of ACM Chennai, IEEE CS Madras and CSI Chennai chapters, I take this opportunity to propose a vote of thanks. At the outset, I thank the chapters jointly organizing this webinar on design thinking on innovation, which is a need of the hour topic. I thank our resource person of today's webinar, Dr. Murali Bhaskaran, Dean Academics and Professor CSE, Rajalakshmi Engineering College, Chennai, for enlightening us the importance of thinking towards innovative designs, which is an iterative process in innovation. He highlighted many products and processes which resulted from never thought before designs, while identifying problems and solutions which lead to ultimately the business growth. Heartfelt thanks goes to the participants who showed their continuous enthusiasm throughout the webinar and actively participated for discussing in depth about innovation. My sincere thanks goes to the members and the office bearers of ACM Chennai, IEEE CS Madras, CSI Chennai chapters who supported this event to take place. My special thank goes to Ms. Rama, admin assistant, for her support towards this event. With these warm words, we move to the end of today's event. Thank you and good night.
Thank you all for joining this wonderful session.
And wonderful
Opportunity.
presentation.
Opportunity
Yes,
given to me.
my special congratulations to you.
Thank you.
It
Thank
was
you.
very
ma'am.
nice. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Mohan sir, please tell your comments, sir.
Murali sir, excellent.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Bye-bye, ma'am.
Excellent
Bye, sir.
presentation, sir.
Yeah,
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Very informative session, sir.
thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for the